What is going on, everyone? I wish you all doing fine. Today I'm gonna talk about another dimension in the quality of life, which is the poverty rate. Poverty rate is different from the wealth per capita in any country. They are two different things. They got two different indexes. The wealth per capita in any country is different from the poverty rate in the same country. Two different things. So people should know how to differentiate between them. Poverty is defined as not having enough material possessions to cover a person's basic needs. So the person may lack food, clothing, shelter, access to clean water, education, and health care. That was the definition of the poverty. And you can be poor but still class. Some people are rich and middle class, but they act in a terrible way. He may put his shoes on a public bench where people sit, like the person can be rich, and he may do he may act in a bad way. So I mean, I'm not here to say poor people are less than rich people. No, you can be a poor person, but you act in a way that is much better than some other rich person. And my respect to everybody. I mean to everybody who acts good. So now moving to the poverty rate by country. My source in this index is poverty headcount ratio at national poverty lines. This index shows us the percentage of poverty in every country, and I'm gonna mention the best 20 countries with the lowest rate of poverty. Again, they are not the richest countries. They are not the highest GDP countries. The countries I'm gonna mention now are the 20, like the first 20 positions with the lowest rate of poverty in the world. So they are doing well in terms of maybe wealth distribution, they make sure that the poverty rate is low. And actually, the country with the highest percentage of poor people is South Sudan. It has 82.3% of the people poor. And Turkmenistan in mid-Asia got the lowest rate or percentage of poverty, which is 0.2%. The United States got a percentage of poverty that is 17.8%. So it is not one of the lowest in the percentage of poverty, because 17.8% poor people poor people in the US is really a high percentage. Now we're gonna mention the 20 countries or 20 positions with the lowest percentage of poverty. Number one is Turkmenistan, as I just mentioned, with a poverty of 0.2%. Number 2 is China with poverty 0.6%. Number 3 is Ukraine with poverty 1.3%. Some Ukrainian people said to me it is higher than that, but I just mentioned the source of the index. Number 4 is Kazakhstan with poverty of 2.5%. Number 5 is Sri Lanka with poverty of 4.1%. Number 6 is Morocco with poverty of 4.8%. Number 7 is Algeria with poverty 5.5%. Number 8 is Malaysia and Belarus with poverty 5.6% of the population. Number 9 is Azerbaijan with poverty of 6% of the population. Number 10 is Vietnam with poverty 6.7% of the population. Number 11 is both of Bhutan and Maldives with poverty 8.2% of the population. Number 12 is Chile in South America with poverty 8.6% of the population. Number 13 is Uruguay in South America with poverty 8.8%. Number 14 is Indonesia with poverty 9.8%. Number 15 is Thailand with poverty of 9.9%. Number 16 is Czech Republic and Iceland with poverty 10.10% of the population. Number 17 is Mauritius with poverty 10.3%. Number 18 is Iran, 10.9%. Number 19 is Finland, 11.6%. Number 20 is Slovenia, 12%. Later, many ranks later, US got poverty, as I mentioned, of 17.8%, and the highest poverty rate is in South Sudan with poverty of 82.3% of the population. With my respect to every country and with my respect to everybody, but it is important for a country that has a high GDP to make to exert some effort to decrease the poverty rate. I encourage the world countries to do their best decreasing the poverty. I mean by increasing the investment and by creating jobs, not by babying people who don't want to work. That is not what I meant. So bring investments, create job opportunities, let people have jobs, have dignity, so they can make decent earnings, so they can make decent living. I'm not calling the world countries to baby the people who don't want to work. That's not what I said. Thank you for watching.